I'm Diane Vallere and I write humorous mysteries. My 40th book comes out at the end of February, so I am counting from book 1 up to book 40 on release day. Today is day 3, and the book we're going to talk about is Midnight Ice. Now, if you know Midnight Ice, you might say, that's not really a book, Diane, that's a novella. So here's the thing. It was originally part of a book. It was part of a book called Other People's Baggage that was written with 2 other authors, Gigi Pandian and Kendel Lynn. And the premise was that we each had our amateur sleuths own the same vintage, not the same, but the same style, vintage Samsonite suitcase. All 3 of these sleuths flew through the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. There was a baggage mix-up because of a storm and a computer malfunction. They each ended up with each other's, with a different one, this is hard to explain, with a different one's suitcase, which they discovered at their final destination. The rules were that they had to open up the suitcase and they had to use something in the suitcase to help solve a mystery that they found themselves in their location. It was a ton of fun to do that, and like I said, that book was called Other People's Baggage. It is no longer in print, so each of us have our stories and you can probably track them all down and get the gist of the whole thing. But my story was the first one in the book, and it's Midnight Ice, and I am counting it as a book. If you don't count it as a book, then we can do this whole thing again in June when my next book comes out, but like I said, for now, I'm sticking with it. So Midnight Ice, it features Madison Night, who I talked about yesterday with Pillow Stock. Now, Pillow Stock is book 1. Midnight Ice is actually a prequel to that, but I would recommend reading Pillow Stock first and then reading Midnight Ice. Think of it like if you're watching a show over several episodes and how like episode 3 or so they do a flashback. That's kind of how Midnight Ice fits in. I think it's better to get her story from where it drops in Pillow Stock. And it's actually how I wrote it. I didn't plan on writing Midnight Ice. It was just the 3 of us at Malice Domestic started talking and came up with this idea, and we just ran with it. So Midnight Ice takes Madison to Carmel by the sea, which if you know the Doris Day connection with Madison, then you understand why she went to Carmel. It is actually after a very bad breakup, and she ends up seeing her ex. And that sort of triggers a big panic, but turns out there's some other stuff going on at the hotel at the very same time. So I don't want to give too much of it away, so I'm going to leave it there. And you can find Midnight Ice wherever you want to find it if you haven't read it already. Now, I want to mention that book 40 that we're counting up to is Ranch Dressing. It comes out on February 27th, and there is a pre-order contest. So if you pre-order the book, print or ebook, it's available where books are sold. You can go to my website. You can find the pre-order entry form. Go ahead and fill that out, and you'll be entered to win a big basket of bookish and other fun goodies. So good luck with that. Thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow to talk about book 4. Thank you.